My name is John and welcome back to another video. I don't know why, but I forgot to stream a game yesterday, so you're getting two games in one. Well, getting two games in one, which means you're also gonna see what I do behind the scenes with these two things. The short week in the spotlight. Prospect spotlight. Okay. Alright, let's see what this is about. Let's see, obviously we can't. Beat the Eagles and commit one of fewer turnovers. Nah, I won't do that. Okay, so, yeah, there's nothing we need to do anymore for this week anyway. We are currently 4-1 right now, along with Philadelphia. They're only 1-4 right now, so this ought to be an interesting game. But first, let's take a look at the standings. Seahawks have won 5 in a row. Meanwhile, the Chargers have only won one game this whole season. And the Lions somehow, the Lions are somehow 12th with 3-2. That's surprising. Anyway, let's get this over with. By the way, so I'm trying to keep it down.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bucs and the Eagles on Thursday night.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 16 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down, Etienne once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Fields. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 6, but not enough as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. He'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson with a catch made by Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
From the 29, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. C.J. Uzama, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now ETN to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has it up for the first.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Williams running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now he's forced out left. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field,
and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. On the return, it's McKenzie. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 right at the 20. Now Fields. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. ETN. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by the rookie Travis Etienne. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On the ground, this is Williams. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Uzama. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop it.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Play action. It's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Wilson's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I told you, I ain't going nowhere.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw caught by Raymond. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Wilson. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Williams will try again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And now it's 4th and goal.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The kick by Marr is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
McKenzie returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw going to be caught by McKenzie. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A give running right, ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. So you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Third and 2, now Wilson. Flush to his right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Uses the stiff arm. Still fighting for more. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Fields throw taken in by Chark. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15.
We got this.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend. The first coming over in London. An early start, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Miami taking on Jacksonville. Lots to look forward to in the late afternoon window as well. One being a late start in Foxborough, where it'll be the Patriots taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Then, on Sunday night, a rematch of Super Bowl 40. No Jerome Bettis, no Hines Ward, but we do have Big Ben. Seahawks and Steelers from Heinz Field at 8:20 Eastern. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And a big reason why they have this big lead, the running game. They're over 100 yards as a team, and it's been the catalyst for this offense. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the 29, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The busy night continues for Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Again, it's Williams. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On first down, it's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Now he steps away, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Damian Williams with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. On the return, it's McKenzie. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields now to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start. but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now it's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That's Gallup on the slant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A shotgun snap. Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was finished off by the rookie Travis Etienne. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Williams. And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle that time by James Lynch. There's Wilson to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Maher is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
McKenzie returning it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 80 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On first down, Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 2nd and goal, Fields. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will shrink to 6. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the yardage just continues to pile up. We're still in the third quarter. He's had a heck of a game.
Keep your calculator handy because these numbers are skyrocketing. Loving watching what he's doing right now because What do we call it, in the zone?
Yeah, he's in the zone.
I think he's in the zone plus right now. Everything is like a laser.
See if he can stay in that zone. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I ain't going nowhere.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Open man is Uzama. 7 yards the pick up there. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This pass complete to Higgins. Oh no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Sutton now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams, broken tackle. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Wilson. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Eagles to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fields going to take this himself. Fights him off. Stiff arm number 2. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact. And not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Off play action, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground with ETN. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hayden Hurst with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Sutton now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Bucs now. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the...
I think I'm gonna take control just for a bit because I want to try to make the game more
Now the
interesting.
Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now Wilson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. Wilson will throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Damian Williams there to make the grab. And the Bucs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Wilson going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Fields on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by Higgins.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And fights through one man. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now we can continue watching the game.
Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Let's go!
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just going to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They'll look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Shedding through the defense. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
So that is that game finished. However, we are not done yet because I want to do another game to make up for not streaming yesterday. there was also something I want to do real quick just to make games more interesting.
Next, the Bears are set to take on the Bucs as Chicago looks for win number 6 in their last 8 against Tampa. It's a Week 7 clash in the NFC, and it's coming your way next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. Rolling to his right. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. On 1st down, Allen. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Allen going to throw. Buying time to his left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Allen. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Sutton now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 110 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They give it to Williams, running right. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Williams. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give here to Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
That's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Fights loose. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Josh Allen, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Sutton now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup there on the run.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
On first down, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Damian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Pollard. A solid stiff arm. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Touchdown, Bears! Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Sutton now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
From the 24, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Allen now on 1st down. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's got this down to the 35. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Samuel bringing in the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
There you go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Allen being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Here's Wilson. Open man is Noah Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent
Guys, I
pace.
didn't mean to do that.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Wilson on first down. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right?
Okay, now,
as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Yeah, baby.
Second down and goal. Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Marr now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run left with Pollard. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. They'll try the left side. Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Over the middle, complete. It's Harmon. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
Break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Ross Blacklock able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
On 2nd and goal. Allen under pressure. They got him again. Josh Allen. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Completing it to the right side. Johnson gets around him. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Right there. I think that's the lucky one.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Skirts by him at the 35. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Pulled in by Brown toward the sideline. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4. The 4 downs. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. C.J. Uzomah, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now Jones. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before half for Allen. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Oh, now Miller slow and getting up.
On that one.
He's still down on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Allen. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On second down, it's Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Play action. Now it's Allen. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And some space here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ingram. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mark Ingram. His second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The try.
No, why don't you just start over?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. C.J. Uzomah with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen off the play fake. Catch is made. It's Harmon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And is that Gronkowski the one slow to get up? Yes. Gronk still down right now. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Allen. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kelvin Harmon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Sutton now to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Open man is Uzama. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's still fighting. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson's throw taken in by Collins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy. For a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzama. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. C.J. Uzama, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Marr on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I
them
was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Allen looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing is Wilson. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Marr now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Wilson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally
By the way,
means?
not related to this, but I just wanted everybody
and
to
it
know
means you
who
really
it
didn't
is.
miss opportunities.
Probably
Usually
going to be
very
a new
accurate.
series.
The ball's getting to the
coming
right
up next
place.
week. I
Guys are
pre-ordered the
making
game
yardage
that's coming
after
out
the catch to help you
next
out that
Monday.
way.
Not this
I mean, the
Monday,
whole
but
team has
Monday
picked it
after
up.
this.
And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. Room here to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offense that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Wilson. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Marr on for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. One interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. This team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Steps away to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On second down now, Pollard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Shoves him away, fighting his way through contact. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Caught by Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Here we go.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Sutton now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That is caught. It's Uzama. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And it's Graham here, the one who is still down. And looks like he's in some pain. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They try the left side here with Williams. And some room to roam now.
And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So they had it bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Marr able to put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. There's a nice move. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Allen going to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harmon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mark Ingram. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run.
For a second again, guys.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Let's go, let him go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because
fighting through, and he's got space. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll get this complete to Collins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Wilson to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now Wilson. And he fends him off. Shakes off the sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Williams.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by a field goal, a little under 40 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 27. A huge play there for Chicago. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this.
Never mind, I think I'm gonna just flip this whole building. Well, for the record.
Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
His pass caught at the 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. First throw of overtime for Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Wow. That would probably be one of the greatest football games of all time, if not the greatest of all time, if this was real life. But, yeah, so 64-70 is the final score because of all the adjustments I made before this game. And this turned out to be a 3-hour and 15-minute game or live stream. Anyway, I'll catch y'all. I'll catch y'all to next stream.